Motivation is what gets you started. Habit is what keeps you going. Jim Ryun. My friends, just get up each and every day and move forward. Success is really that simple. You can keep reading all the books, but if you don't put it into practice, you're never going to get there. 10 to 15 minutes each and every day. That's all we ask for market knowledge, for charting skill. Let's jump into these charts. Everything down for the day but gold. Of course, last week we ended a successful up trade on the S&P 500. Went up for another day and then down to lower than where we cashed out, down 0.61%. Again, just take the chunk out of the middle and be happy. And remember, with our always winning formula, you only have to win 4 out of 10 times, not even 50%, not even throwing darts at the wall or flipping a coin on the stock. But 4 out of 10 times, follow the rules. You'll see how the math works. Let's jump into these charts and see where we are. Perfect practice makes perfect. The S&P going down. It's still green on the STC. Hopefully that'll reset for us. We look at the 2-day chart. We are not reaching the high of last week yet on this 2-day candle. Remember, it takes into account Friday and Monday with that down move. It'll be resetting tomorrow to record Tuesday and Wednesday. You can see at the bottom of the screen down here where it tells you started on Friday. So that means, of course, it's 2 days, so it ends on Monday, ended today as I record this for you. Still green on the STC, green on the candles above the 200 EMA. We go to the weekly. The weekly, we can see much shorter wick on top, not reaching the high yet of last week, still green candles. So what are we waiting for? Well, to have a trade soon, we would hope that the STC would rotate over, go through this center area in the red like it did before, and then pop up and give us an entry point. We'll see if indeed that occurs for us. Let's move on to the Qs, the NASDAQ 100. It's in the red, but we aren't moving through this center area yet. Hopefully that will be happening. Down day 0.85%. We'll see how that continues to track above the 200 EMA. Just pushing up on the 200 EMA on this half-day chart. EMA, again, is exponential moving average. And, of course, we see on the STC that it is in the green on the weekly. Haven't reached the high of last week like the S&P. Green on the STC. So again, waiting for a reset, we're hoping, on this half-day chart so it can give us an entry point. That is where we are on stocks. Go to bonds. Down for the day 0.74%. 2 days of down movement right there on the 200 EMA. Is it going to go negative on us? We shall wait and see. We see that we are red on the STC. Just came to the very top and is now rotated over. Maybe, again, as we see that occur, we do want to pay attention that we have gone from green to red. That happened in the morning. Are we going to penetrate and keep going down on the STC? What does our success multiplier formula tell us? Well, we're still green on this 2-day chart, so we are not negative there. We do have a red down candle that's forming on the weekly. We also are still green, so the only thing we have going for us is 1 point heading down. Doesn't mean that we've reached a top and we aren't heading down, but too much risk to take plugging into that down move. We may very well bounce off that 200 EMA, so we'll wait, watch, and see. Perhaps things again will reset and then bound back up again and have a potential jumping in point for us. Now we look at where we are on gold. We see gold down for the day up for the day 0.21%, but we can of course see red candles there. Red on the STC, hoping maybe this is a floor here that gold's making and it'll boom up again as the week moves on. However, we are red on the 2-day chart. Just went red on this latest 2-day candle. Look at that big stroking down candle. Of course, that's representing what? We go back to the half-day chart, Friday and Monday. So, of course, we would expect that kind of candle. Not necessarily go from green to red on the STC, but that is indeed what happened. We look at where we are on the weekly. It's still green on the STC. Last week, lots of indecision, particularly with that down move on Friday. And then starting off the week down about where it was at the low of last week. So we'll see how things go as we move through the week. What about Bitcoin? Down for the day 1.48%. And again, we will keep our eye on things. Bitcoin slid sideways, popped up, slid sideways, popped up, and now has moved down. Red on the STC on that half-day chart above the 200 EMA. We look at the 2-day. We can see where things peaked most recently on that Wednesday, Thursday 2-day candle. And this latest one, lots of indecision, basically a doji there. What about the weekly? We can again see the week starting off weak and not reaching anywhere near the higher high. Very small candle forming so far, but it's just Monday. We got 4 days left. That's where we are, folks. Always love to hear from you. CW@chartingwealth.com. God bless my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth, World Headquarters.